I'd like to call the Pasadena City Council meeting to order March the 1st, 2016. If we will all stand, please. Father Joe Doran, St. Pius Catholic Church, will give us the invocation. Councilmember Darrell Morrison will lead us in the pledges.
Let us pray for a moment in silence for the needs of our community. For all the people of our community. For peace and harmony. For our families and friends. For our civic and religious leaders. For all who work for the good of others. For all who suffer pain, loss, and sorrow. Creator God, listen to our prayers for the men and women and children of our community. Bless us and guide us in all our actions. Let our work contribute to the good of all, to your glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Would you please join me in the pledges to our flags?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. On the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible.
Okay. Darrell?
Well, thank you, Mayor. And I'd just like to, as y'all know, my daughter got married. Allison got married on Saturday. I want to just say thanks for all the emails and the cards, just and the kind words that went with that. It is a bittersweet. And then we've been having a lot of homeowner meetings, and out in El Jardín, the community association, at their meeting a couple weeks ago, they're going to use their neighborhood matching grant money to do their community garden. And they're also very pleased with their road improvements and the drainage improvements that are going on in their community right now. And also at the Queens neighborhood meeting last night, Bruce there as well, but they've got some ideas now that they want to use their matching grant program money for. And I just, on that note, the neighborhood matching grant program, it matches up to $7,500 is what you as a neighborhood organization or homeowner association can get. But that application process is underway now and will end in April, so please call. You can call me or Karen Holland or any of your council members up here for more information on that. But please take advantage of it. And I'd just like to say congratulations also to the Interfaith Brotherhood organization for their 50th anniversary that they celebrated last night. I read our city proclamation there, and they had they had about 300 people in attendance. And I just want to say I'm proud of what the Interfaith Brotherhood does, and best and continued wishes for what Interfaith Manor does in our community. With that, I pass.
Councilmember Arnaldo.
Mayor, I just want to congratulate Jerry Hughes and Mike McGill for 25 years of service. Thank you for your service. Welcome new city employees, and welcome Keller Middle School. That
Councilmember Lehman.
I'd like to welcome everybody out this morning, and Keller Middle School. Always glad to see y'all. I've got a couple of announcements I'd like to make. Our police department will have a Coffee with a Cop event this Friday from 8 to 10 at Chick-fil-A on Fairmont. And if you've never been to one of these, it's a very relaxed atmosphere and a good way to get to know some of our police officers. And there's still openings available for the Citizens Police Academy that starts on March 22nd. If you're interested in attending this, you can contact the police department, the Community Services Division, and they can get an application to you. And this is a very good program if you'd like to see how our police department really functions. And I also like to mention this coming Saturday and Sunday, March 5th and 6th, the Animal Control Department is having Cause for Paws. This event is going to be an adoption event for dogs and cats. The adoption fee has been lowered to $25. There's going to be a lot of vendors out there, a lot of animals. So if you're an animal lover or you'd like to have an addition to your home, this would be a good event to go to. Thank you, Mayor.
Councilman Sammy Casados.
sir. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming out. I have a couple announcements here I'd like to make. We've been doing some great things in District C with the Deepwater Neighborhood Association we just cranked up. I'm very pleased to announce that we are going to be having an Easter egg hunt on March 12th from 11 to 2 at the Preston soccer field right off of Preston. So that has been confirmed. I'd like to thank the mayor and Kirby, Richard Scott, for making that facility available to us. Also, we're having a board meeting on March 3rd at 12 noon in Karen Holland's office. So the board members will be invited to that. Getting back to the Easter egg hunt, by the way, the church parking lot that South Avenue Baptists are going to allow us to use that parking lot as well. If we get too many cars, we can go ahead and park in that parking lot as well. So that's a great thing, and we thank South Avenue for that. March 17th will be the general meeting, and that's going to be at the Little Monterey's Tex-Mex Cafe off of Southmore and Preston. That'll be at 6:30 p.m. And as always, I'll put out signs around the neighborhood, and that'll actually say the date and all that good stuff on it. So we'll hope to see some people out there from the Deepwater area. Also, we're having a fundraiser March 26th for the Deepwater Neighborhood Association. It's going to be at the Kroger off of Red Bluff and Preston. We have a cook-off team, a family tradition cook-off team is actually going to be doing the barbecue for us. So I'm ecstatic. I'm so excited. This is going to be to help raise money for landscaping and some signage in the Deepwater neighborhood. So we're really doing some great things, and I'm very proud of this group. We got some hard workers. Miss Karen Holland's working her tail off as well. And one last thing, you guys, don't forget out to vote. Today's Tuesday, March 1st. Polls will be open till 7 o'clock. So with that, I pass.
Absolutely right. Good timing. Councilmember Wheeler.
Thank you, Mayor. I would like to say that Pasadena Faith in Action is an organization that gets out in the community. They do it every year, and they look to help the elderly or low-income residents of Pasadena that need some help. Maybe you're disabled, you need some help with your home. A lot of these homes in Pasadena, as you know, they're a little older, have a lot of character, but might need a little facelift. And so what they do is they go out in the community, they do some light painting, clean up, you need some trees cut, whatever the case is. And that's Pasadena Faith in Action. And one of the members there is Pastor Bo Fisher. And he's asking for any residents out there, if you know anyone, a senior citizen that needs a little help keeping their home in order, to contact him, or you can contact me. My number is 832-457-2663. Give me a call. We'll get an address, and we're going to set it up to go out there and get some things done in the community. And with that, I'll pass.
Councilmember Kerry Bass.
Good morning. March is here. It's the first day. I looked it up. There's not a whole lot going on. It looks like it's National Pig Day or National Peanut Butter Lovers Day. That's about the only thing I can find exciting about March 1st. I'm glad that Keller Middle School got to be here. You now have a little bit of trivia that you can take back with you. Also, in voting, it will help folks here maybe, but if you don't know where to vote, there is a phone number that you can call. It's 713-755-6965. Put your information in. It will tell you where you can go vote. Please do go out and vote. Exercise your right. I don't want to get real philosophical here, but I wanted just to tell everybody thank you for coming. And, I just wanted to comment that every day that you get up and wake up, you can either get off on the left side or the right side of the bed. You can be optimistic, you can be pessimistic. But, I choose to look at the day as an opportunity because we live in a great city like Pasadena. I mean, it really is. We all have something in common. Whether you've lived here for a long time, I've been here 62 years, or whether you just got here yesterday, we need to take a look at it as we have a common core thread. Pasadena is our home. And as the old saying says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. In other words, take care of your neighbors. Help them out. They're the people that live with you and that share your common cores. With that, I pass.
How old was you now?
62.
Never mind.
Oh,
Councilmember Wagner.
Thank you, Kerry. My goodness. Councilman Moore, somebody's his daughter's wedding. Congratulations on that. We're gearing up for our daughter's wedding, which is March 19th. I know what you went through. My goodness. friend of mine had a birthday yesterday, Dave McCoy. I say happy birthday to him every 4 years because it's leap year, so I just want to say happy birthday to him. Also, Councilman Lehman's talking about the Citizen Police Academy, which is March 22nd. They need people to enlist. Please get a hold of Gene Wheeler with the with the Pasadena Police Department and sign up. It's a great program. And with that, I pass now.
Councilmember Pappanell.
Well, being at the end, they've already covered a lot of good stuff. I did have Coffee with a Cop listed as this Friday. You get free coffee, so come on out. The It's Time Texas Community Challenge. I talked about this at the last meeting. Garland had gotten ahead. We were starting to move back up with them a little. 2 days later, we passed Garland. And we stayed ahead for a week. Then they got ahead again. This is the only one of the population categories where there's something like this going on. They're ahead of us again. But there's one thing that'll get us some big points the city hasn't done yet, and that is the mayor doing a challenge. So hopefully he will do that. That will take care of about half the gap we got right now. So we still need everybody else. And there's a school sitting out here, do school activities. I think they said you can put 3 people in a picture and do shout-out stuff, and you get the most points for putting pictures online. One of the schools, whatever city wins, one of the schools gets $1,200.
Wow.
So we want that, and we just want to be able to talk about it and say we won. Garland's a much larger city, which means we've got to work harder to get ahead of the number of people that they have working on this. Primaries are today. You've got till 7 p.m. You have to vote where your precinct votes. And there is a workshop after the council meeting, so anyone who wants to stay will be talking about convention center development.
Thank you, Pat. A challenge, huh? Okay. I'm going to challenge Trump and Clinton to a bicycle race. Is that going to do it? I'm not sure I'd win, but thanks, Pat, for keeping up on all that. Cause for pause has been mentioned. Please come out there. You have a family member out there waiting on you to be taken home, whether it's a dog or a cat. It's going to be, if you love animals, such as our family does, I think you'll enjoy that day a lot. It's been mentioned about voting today, and all I can say is it's nice not to be running today. But please get out and vote. It's your right. We hope a large turnout comes out and speaks their mind, and we get on down the road to November. Like I say, you need to come out to Cause for Pause, and it's going to be a great event out there. Anyway, does that do my challenge question? Not enough? Oh, well, okay. I guess I can go to Bernie and Cruz then. Anyway, thank you all for coming. Nice crowd today, by the way. Good to see everybody. Okay, that gets us down to Randy. Citizens wishing to address council. Kathy Perez, one of our great department heads. Uh-oh. Thought you had a cat in those bags.
To follow up on the mayor's comments and Councilman Lehman's comments regarding Cause for Pause that is this weekend, on behalf of the animal shelter and its staff, I would like to extend an invitation to each of you and the citizens of Pasadena and our surrounding communities to come to the animal shelter's Cause for Pause pet adoption event this coming Saturday and Sunday at the Pasadena Rodeo Grounds in Campbell Hall. The event is scheduled from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. We have partnered with 7 other animal shelters for this 2-day event in an effort to clear out our animal shelters and find loving homes for homeless pets. Dogs and cats will be available for an adoption fee of $25, and that's a flat rate through each shelter that's represented. And each pet will be spayed or neutered, have at least its first set of vaccines, and will also be microchipped. Additionally, there will be canine demonstrations by our own PD and arson canines and their handlers, along with demonstrations made by a dog trainer. There will also be various merchandise and food vendors, along with pony rides and a petting zoo. At this time, Ginger Bishop, who serves as the shelter's adoption event coordinator, who has done a fantastic job of putting this event together, will distribute event T-shirts and bags to each of you.
Wow, that's nice. Thank you.
There's a dog in there, you better watch it.
Yeah, okay.
Little teacup.
Admission is free for the event, and that includes the
Thank
pony
you.
rides and petting zoo, and we look forward to seeing each of you there.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing a great job of setting this up.
Thank you, I'm enjoying it.
These aren't doggy treats, are they?
Those are human treats.
Oh, okay, I just making sure.
I told you. I told you you could eat it.
Now, just to clarify, there
don't
are
eat it.
oranges in some of those bags, so please
You start
know
scratching.
that ahead of time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Eric Mickey. It must be Baptist sitting on the back row like that.
Good morning, Honorable Mayor Isabel and members of City Council. Hello, I'm Eric Mickey from Pasadena Madison Joe Senior Center, and I'd like to take a few seconds to talk about our upcoming, exciting 16th Annual Miss Senior Pasadena Pageant, hosted by the City of Pasadena and Parks and Recreation Department, the Madison Joe Senior Center, and is sponsored by the Cigna Health Spring. This event provides the opportunity of a lifetime for ladies aged 60 plus who reside in Harris County. These ladies have reached the age of elegance and project a positive image of aging, reminding us that different stages in our lives provides a new opportunity and that we should live each stage to its fullest. Contestants are judged on their philosophy of life, each entire presentation, talent performance, and an interview with the judges. Each contestant will receive a trophy and reserved seating at the pageant for the family and friends. Along with the title of an honor of wearing the crown, Miss Pasadena Senior 2016 will receive a $500 cash prize and also a $2,000 necklace designed by Franks & Sons. The responsibility of Miss Pasadena Senior 2016 will be representing the City of Pasadena and the Madison Joe Senior Center at local community events and social gatherings. As requested during the Queen's one-year reign, contestant entries and packets must be received no later than March the 18th. A maximum of 15 contestants' entries will be accepted. Please consider this fun-filled event, and also please join us on Thursday, April the 28th at 7 p.m. at the Pasadena Convention Center for the pageant, as one lucky lady will be crowned Miss Pasadena Senior 2016. If you have any questions, please call 713-477-0175. Once again, 477-0175, or simply come by Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at 1700 East Thomas near the intersection of Red Bluff and Thomas, where all seniors 50 plus are always welcome for fun and fellowship. Please come by to see us. Thank you. Is there any questions?
Thank you, Eric.
Okay, thank you.
Keller Middle School.
Mayor Isabel and City Council members, we are very excited to be here today. We want to invite you to the park, Pasadena, committed to our annual party in the park at Red Bluff Park on Thursday, March 10th. It starts at 6 and our band, choir, and orchestra will perform. We will also have an art exhibit. Bring your lawn chairs, blankets, and picnic dinners and enjoy the music in the park. Rangers, lead the way.
All the way up.
Thank you all.
All right.
That was March the 10th, Thursday?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Chief, thank you.
Party in the park. Huh? All right. Christina Womack, who's doing a great job at the chamber. Are you sleeping all night yet? She's had a new baby, by the way.
Yeah, right. 2 a.m. last night. Mayor and city council members, I want to thank everyone who attended our State of the City. Last week, we had the largest crowd we have had to date with more than 600 people in the audience, and so it was a great turnout. But for those of you that weren't there, you can, thanks to the Pasadena channel, see Mayor's speech and talking about all the development and everything that went on. But more importantly, we released a single for Pasadena in collaboration with the Chamber and with the City of Pasadena. We had our very own song recorded. And so if you want to look up the song about Pasadena, it's called Pasadena, the Place to Be. You can Google it, and it's the first thing that pops up under the videos. So we only have a couple hundred views so far, but we're hoping it goes viral and we'll make the charts eventually. So thanks again to Richard Scott and his entire team with the Pasadena channel for putting the video together to the music. We also announced at State of the City our 2016 Business of the Year. So we want to congratulate Miles AC Service Corporation for their hard work in the community. And we announced our 2016 Industry Partner of the Year is Houston Area Safety Council. So we will be hosting an industrial appreciation golf tournament in their honor on Monday, May 2nd. So if you golf or want to be out and about with all the industry players in our community, which is such a vital part to Pasadena and our economy, we definitely invite you to join us for that. And then we also have our Rugged Race event, which is coming up on Saturday, April 9th. If you run or want to put together a team or bring your business out there, this is an opportunity to help raise funds for PISD for schools that don't have playgrounds. We just recently donated $29,000 to Moore Elementary so that they can at least get halfway through their the purchase of their playground. So we certainly invite you to come out and run in the race or participate as a vendor. There's a lot going on. Our chamber mission is to promote economic development and community growth, and we appreciate the city's partnership in doing that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and congratulations again for doing such a great job. Okay. Gets us down to President Randy.
Thank you, Mayor. And as Christine said, Pasadena is a place to be, and these two people have been here for 25 years. It's my pleasure to recognize our service awards. First is Jerry Hughes. Jerry, if you'll come up here. Jerry has a big finger, wears a size 13. Good guy. There you go. And if you'll look in that camera over there right there, congratulations for 25 years in janitorial. You want to say a few words? You
Thank
sure?
you.
Thank you, Jerry. Next, we have Mike McGill, 25 years, wastewater maintenance. There you go, Mike. Turn around there so that everybody can see. Surely you want to say a few words, right?
Well, I've enjoyed working with the mayor and this administration, and I'm really looking forward to
25 more years?
Yeah, 25.
Okay. All right, remember, we got you on record.
All right, until they run me off.
Okay.
Said, hold on a minute, hold on.
I thought he was fixing to say until the mayor's gone. Oh, gosh. Jerry and Mike, congratulations to both of you. I know you're both hard workers, and it was certainly a blessing when you came to work for the city of Pasadena. And I want to thank you for the great jobs both of you do. 25 years, good Lord. Seemed like just a little while ago you got hired? Or it seemed like a long time? No, don't answer that. Never mind. But thank you for the job y'all do. All right, gets down to the minutes of February 16th, Council.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Lehman.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Wheeler. The minutes be approved. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Progress payments 13A, B, C, D, E, F, and G.
So moved.
Motion by Councilmember Morrison.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Wheeler. That we pay our bills. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Financial Resolution 2705.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Wheeler.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Casados. Personnel changes be approved. Is there any discussion?
Mayor, I'd like to abstain from anything to do with Bass and Montague.
Okay. So noted. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries. Finance resolution or personnel changes, 15A and D.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Casado, second by Councilmember Ibarra. That personnel changes be approved. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? You're officially hired now. Randy?
Yes, sir. Thank you. We actually have our new employee football team today. We have 11 of them here today we're going to introduce, so they're not going to play football, but at least we got enough to play football. First off is Chase Brevchinsky. Go ahead and stand up, Chase. Yep. A graduate of Deer Park High School. Prior to working for the city, he worked for Guidry's Cajun Cafe Crawfish as a busboy. He's originally from McAllen, Texas, and he is one of our new employees over in Parks. Thank you very much. And Josue Callado, sign markings technician 1, traffic and transportation, graduated with Sam Rayburn High School. Prior to working with the city, he worked for Discount Tire as a tire technician. And he's in our traffic and transportation, yes. Thank you. And Randy Crowder, PSO, Public Police Service Officer, Operations, graduate of Crosby High School. Prior to working for the city, she worked for Gulf Coast Educators Federal Credit Union as a call center representative. Next is David Curtis, Police Service Officer 1, Operations, graduate from LaPorte High School. Prior to working for the city, he worked for 5-Star Security as a security officer. And he has also served in the Armed Forces in the U.S. Navy for 4 years. Got out in 2013, was based over in Japan. Thank you for your service. Araceli Gomez, Police Service Officer 1, graduate of Sam Rayburn High School. Prior to working for the city, worked for Gardens Elementary School as an aide in the after-school program. Thank you. Next is Juan Guerrero, Maintenance Technician 2 in Fleet, graduate of Simone Rivera High School. That's down in Brownsville. Prior to coming for the city, he worked for Vijon Solutions, as a maintenance technician, and he actually spent 9 years in Tennessee prior to coming to the state of Texas. Next is Dante Johnson, Office Assistant 1, Support and Police, graduate of North Shore High School. Prior to working for the city, he worked for DHL Express as an aircraft mail processor, and he's proud to say he graduated with his bachelor's degree back in May, Jarvis Christian College in Hawkins, Texas.
Good.
Next is Kristen Calder, Maintenance Technician 5, Fleet, graduate of Universal Technicians Institute, certified automotive technician. Prior to working with the city, he worked for Sonic Automotive as a line technician. And that Universal Technician Institute is in North Houston. I had to ask to make sure it was. Kervian Lamel, say that right? Okay, TV crew worker on wastewater rehab, graduate of Willow Ridge High School. Prior to working in the city, he was working for the Pepsi Company as a general laborer. Next is Christopher Mahaffey, utility worker 3, wastewater rehab, graduate of Crosby High School. Prior to working for the city, he worked for Logan International Oil Tools and is a certified leadman welder. It's been doing that for 7 years. And last but not least, Marky McGinnis, clerical assistant 2, water billing, graduate of Clear Creek High School. She worked temporary through Burnett Staffing over at water billing. Did such a good job, they were hiring on as full-time in water billing. Those are our new employees.
All right, welcome new employees. You might be sitting up here on the front row next time when you're getting your 25-year pin. It's a huge diamond ring, by the way. Not. But, yeah, they've done a great job, and I hope you have a great experience here at the City of Pasadena and in your dealings with our citizens. Thank you all very much. Okay, Council, that gets us down to Boards Commission reports. Well, no, I just entertained a motion. They didn't see what it is.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Wheeler.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Lehman. The City Boards Commission reports, Pasadena Heights, Section 2, replatted lots 41, 42, 51, and 52, Block 3, 1 reserve, 1 block. Pass as it was read. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Okay, on the mayor's reports, you may read 2016-21, well, all the ones on final reading on the consent agenda.
Ordinance 2016-21, franchise to Marathon Pipeline, LLC, for 16-inch petroleum product pipeline. Ordinance 2016-22, franchise to Fairway Energy Partners LLC for 24-inch crude oil and condensate pipeline P01 Genoa Red Bluff to Speed Junction. Ordinance 2016-23, franchise to Fairway Energy Partners LLC for 24-inch crude oil and condensate pipeline P02 Genoa Red Bluff to Speed Junction. Ordinance 2016-28, contract with Silsby Ford for purchase of 23 vehicles, appropriating $834,530.34. Ordinance 2016-29, contract with Caldwell Country Chevrolet for purchase of 16 vehicles, appropriating $411,030. Ordinance 2016-30, amending the Code of Ordinances at Chapter 36, Traffic, Section 36-146, Table of Maximum Speed Limits. Ordinance 2016-31, contract with Leo M. Weinberg, PE Consulting Engineer for services related to the Southeast Water Purification Plant, SEWPP, and appropriating $100,000. Ordinance 2016-32, contract with HD Supply Incorporated for purchase of 1,900 Neptune water meters, appropriating $361,468. Ordinance 2016-33, an ordinance authorizing and approving renewal of Avia maintenance contract for city's Avia phone system and audits answering system.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Jeff over there.
Yes, sir.
Can't make out there. And then second by Councilmember Wheeler. That ordinances 2016, 21, 22, 23, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and 33 passed on second and final reading. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries. Gets down to first readings, Madam Secretary.
Ordinance 2016-34, extend annual contract with Bass & Meineke No. 1 LLC, AutoNation Ford Gulf Freeway, and Monument Chevrolet for automotive repair parts and supplies.
Motion.
Motion. Who did that?
Yes, sir.
Wagner?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Lehman. That ordinance 2016-34 pass on first reading only. Is there any discussion? All those in
Mayor.
favor?
I'd like to abstain from this vote.
Certainly. All those in favor?
Mayor?
Those opposed? You, go ahead. You're a little late, but that's all right. Go ahead.
I was trying to allow the opportunity for others. I wanted to give a little explanation to people. This is another contract involving Bass & Meineke. This is for auto parts, and there are actually 3 companies involved in this. Bass & Meineke for stock parts, AutoNation Ford Gulf Freeway for Ford OEM parts, and Monument Chevrolet for Chevy OEM parts. This is an extension. This is a contract from a year ago. It was a 1-year contract with 2 one-year extensions. So this is the first extension. It is under the same circumstances as we had in the original extension, and it is the same type of thing as we had with the last 2 meetings with the batteries, where it was an extension of a previously bid contract under the same conditions. This is a first vote. I will be voting in the same way on this as I did on the last vote of the last, because this is based on the comments I had from people. However, you've got 2 weeks before the next vote. If anyone wishes to add any comments, either way you may.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed?
No.
Councilmember Casados and Wheeler vote no. Is that correct?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Ordinance 2016-35, contract with McKinney Construction Incorporated for State Highway 225 Waterline Phase 1 project, appropriating $2,934,592.50.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Wheeler.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Casados, that ordinance 2016-35 be adopted as it was read on first reading. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
Ordinance 2016-36, contract with Dannenbaum Engineering Corporation for design services for Shaw Street 12-inch waterline projects, appropriating $177,620.
So moved.
Motion by Councilmember Bass.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Casados, that ordinance 2016-36 be passed on first reading only. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Ordinance 2016-37, contract with IDS Engineering Group for design services for water storage tank rehabilitation projects appropriating $150,350.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Morrison.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Wheeler, that ordinance 2016-37 pass on first reading only. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
Ordinance 2016-38, contract with Civil Concepts Incorporated for land surveying services for Scarborough 12-inch water line project appropriating $31,000.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Lehman.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Casados, that ordinance 2016-38 pass on first reading only. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries.
Ordinance 2016-39, contract with Montgomery Building Services LLC for public library restroom remodels, $190,108.60.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Bass, second by Councilmember Van Hout, that ordinance 2016-39 pass on first reading only. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries. We'll defer item G, Council. Gets down to item H, Madam Secretary.
Ordinance 2016-40, amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Pasadena, Texas at Chapter 37 by amending Section 3734, water rates prescribed, Section 3735, sewer changes prescribed, Section 3736, against whom levied, and Section 3749, sanitary sewer rehabilitation charge, and establishing an effective date.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Wagner,
Second.
second by Councilmember Bass, that ordinance 2016-40 pass on first reading only. Is there any discussion?
Mayor,
Go ahead.
this is a change to our water and sewer rates. We've kind of been working on this a while. It initially started off at 20%. We've had some adjustments, and there's been some give and take on both sides to get to where we're at today. I still don't agree with where we're at, and namely not anything against the work we put in on this, but I just don't feel that we need it right now. Right now, currently with our water and sewer rates, we're running a $6 million surplus every year. We have $23 million in reserve in this account, and I don't see the need to raise water rates. We've had a surplus of over $20 million for about the past 5 years, and every year we appropriate about $10 million to do projects. It never seems to get done. We went back through the records, and we're not seeing the work being done. So I don't see a need right now to increase the water rates on citizens when it's not necessary, and we haven't been spending the money that we have, nor are we operating in the red. Furthermore, this is going to do away with an additional extension that senior citizens have. Right now, if a senior citizen, for whatever reason, being low income or disabled or hurt, whatever the case is, has 25 days to pay a water bill without fees, that's going to remove that back to 18 days. So I just see that right now what this is doing, it's making it more difficult for seniors, it's making it more difficult for families when the city doesn't need the extra money right now. I want to be clear, this is not a situation like Flint, Michigan, that you might hear, like, oh, well, we got to invest in our water. It's not a funding issue. We have the money, it's an action issue. And when I see the city spending this money, and when we get down to a point where we do need to raise water rates to keep up with maintenance costs, then we can raise those costs at that time. But right now, I don't see it, so I will not be supporting this.
Any further discussion?
Mayor.
Councilmember.
The last time that we had raises in the water rates, for a while, we were bringing in an extra $6 million a year. But we're no longer bringing in that much extra. We do have about $6 million in projects a year. We've got more than that lined up in projects we could be doing. We're not getting the projects done fast enough, and that is something that needs to change. But the amount that we're bringing in to do it is no longer as much of a buffer per year as it has been. So I think we do need some adjustment. Our rates, not our water rates, but our sewer rates are considerably lower than surrounding cities. So this is a reasonable adjustment. What we had originally looked at was a raise in the base rate for everybody, which is the same thing that we had in the last raise. It would mean everybody's bills go up the same amount. I objected to that last time, and I objected again this time, saying that even though everyone uses the same pumps, the same pipes, some of the things, such as the pumping capacity needed, are based on the amount of water used, and therefore the people using the most water should be paying higher rates. The rates that we're currently looking at have been adjusted from what was originally presented to where half of the increase is in a base rate and half of it is based on tiered rates where the more water you use, the higher the rate you pay. I think that is more fair as far as billing the people doing the work. There are still a couple things I would like to see tweaked. These were discussed in pre-council, and I'm willing to pass this on a first vote with the idea that there will be some amendments to this at the next meeting.
Thank you. Any further discussion?
Mayor?
Councilmember.
I have a tendency to disagree that we are not like Flint, Michigan. Our pipes in the ground, in some cases, are over 50 years old. We're replacing these things at a rate of about 49,000 feet per year. Our water construction department has been doing a fantastic job. We need to get away from these pipes because it just brings in rust and crud and everything else into our homes. We need these rate increases. We talked about our seniors 65 and older have a 38% discount. I was for it as long as we left those discounts in play and we did not go up on the seniors. Those rates will not go up on the seniors for the minimum, and that's about 50% of the seniors in here. So with that said, I will be voting for this. I think it's good for the city. I think we need to stay proactive on these piping to get them cleaned out. I think we've got a good organization that takes care of this. With Mr. Robin Green, he takes a look at this diligently, and so I will be voting for this.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Okay, let me just say briefly that I don't know of any more of a basic service that the city offers, besides police and fire, than you to have quality water come out of your faucets when you turn it on, and also be able to flush your commodes. We could spend 3 times, 10 times this amount of money in what I call the historic area of Pasadena. Those are the oldest lines. That's where this increase will, I would say 90% will be going to redo those lines that are there. If somebody can't turn on their water and be comfortable that it's safe and pristine, and when they flush their commode, it's not run over or something, I think these are needed changes in the city, and the adjustment is reasonable, has been said, and I think we need it. Any further discussion?
Mayor.
Councilmember.
Go ahead, Simon.
Yeah, I'd just like to make a statement as far as the Flint, Michigan. Our water is good. I've talked with the water department. We do testing on a regular basis. The city does. Okay, we are nowhere near what Flint, Michigan is. So I don't want anybody to get scared or think that, oh my God, we have bad water. We do regular testing, and I think the mayor and everybody will attest to that the city takes care of the citizens to the best that they can. We make testing on a periodical basis. Not only that, we also send testing to the TCEQ because that is required by the state and government officials. So we take care of the water. Our water's in good shape, and I don't want anybody to freak out or go home listening to this saying, oh my God, we're Flint, Michigan. So that's far from the truth. So I just wanted to clarify that.
Any further discussion?
Mayor, I just want to echo what you said. There was some discussion in pre-council about when these water rates would go into effect. Let me just say what the mayor said about some of these projects being on the north side. That is correct. There's a couple ordinances here as far as the water line on 225, some Shaw projects, and some other projects in the neighborhood. At the moment, I won't be supporting the ordinance till basically we get a rewrite on some things that we discussed in pre-council. And that was one of the things was about making this adjusted rate go into effect in October. I was here in 2011 when we did the water rate increase. I was against it at the time. The reason I was against it was, like I said before, is if you live in this older part of town, you want to make sure the water lines and the sewer lines get done. I've been here almost 6.5 years, and we have said we're going to do projects, and they never get done. And I've had the same street where that same water line keeps on busting for the last 5.5 years. They go out there, they patch it, they come back a couple months later to patch it up, and it's just going on and on and on for the last 6 years. What I like to see, and they're supposed to work on, is to make sure that if I want to see the work get done. I'm not against increasing anybody's taxes, anybody's water rates, as long as we're getting services done. And as long as the work gets done, I will support any increase, because people want services. There's nobody ever comes up to the council and complains about the tax rate or the water rates or the sewer or anything like that. Everybody comes up here because they want services. And to me, let's put the money to work. If we put the money to work, I'll be more than glad to support anything. So with that being said, is if next week we get some adjustments of certain things on this ordinance and on the other ordinance, then I could change my vote and definitely support it. With that, I'll pass it.
All those in favor? Those opposed?
No.
Councilmember Ybarra, Casados, and Wheeler vote no. Motion passes.
Ordinance 2016-41, amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Pasadena, Texas at Chapter 37 by amending Section 3741 due date, delinquencies, disputed charges, Section 37-46 miscellaneous water service charges, and adding new Section 3751 establishment and funding of a water sewer reserve, permitted withdrawals, and establishing an effective date.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Lehman.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Wagner. The ordinance 2016-41 passed on first reading only. Is there any discussion?
Mayor.
Councilmember.
I do want to add to another item that was discussed in pre-council, and this is about the rates. I am for giving seniors a water rate discount. If you're a senior and you need it, then definitely let's help them out. Obviously, seniors on fixed income, but how about the working family out there of 4 people who are struggling paycheck to paycheck? They don't get any discount, but their water rates are going to go up. I'll also like to see some adjustment on that. Like I said, I won't be supporting this ordinance either. If there's some adjustments to that also, then I might consider my vote for the next meeting that I'll pass on.
Any other discussion?
Mayor.
Councilmember.
I did miss one point. I did find out that when you turn 65, it's your obligation to contact the water department and let them know so they can apply that discount. It doesn't happen automatically. So I wanted to get that in.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? No. Motion carries. Councilman Ybarra votes no.
I voted no, too.
And you voted no, too?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it's 2 noes. Everybody else affirmative. Gets down to J.
Ordinance 2016-42, contract with Civil Concepts Incorporated for land surveying services for State Highway 225 12-inch water line, project phase 2, appropriating $31,666.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Casados.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Lehman. That ordinance 2016-42 pass on first reading only. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries.
Ordinance 2016-43, amending ordinance number 2015-108, which adopted the annual budget for the year 2016.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Ybarra, second by Councilmember Wheeler. That ordinance 2016-43 pass on first reading only. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries. Gets down to resolutions, Madam Secretary.
Resolution 2016-19, donation of dog and cat food and various animal supply items collected for his 8th birthday from Landon French for care of animals housed at the animal shelter.
Motion by Councilmember Van Hout, second by Councilmember Wheeler. The resolution 2016-19 be adopted as it was read. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution 2016-20, donations from various donators in the combined amount of $3,226 for care of animals housed at the animal shelter.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Bass.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Van Hout. That resolution 2016-20 be adopted as it was read. Again, this is for the animal shelter, and that's very nice. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution 2016-21, donation of one 1997 fire truck to the Dodge City Volunteer Fire Department.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Wagner, second by Councilmember Yubara. That resolution 2016-21 be adopted as it was read. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution 2016-22, donations from the family of Amanda Austin, Kelly Hunt, and various citizens that attended the Multipurpose Center Car Wash in the amount of $1,193 for after-school programming and Camp for All.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Casado, second by Councilmember Wheeler. That resolution 2016-22 be adopted as it was read. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Okay, council, we'll have a 10-minute break for the workshop. Is that right? 10 minutes?
Yes, sir.
We'll come back at 11:10.
We'll come back in here.
11:10 in here, yeah. We stand adjourned.